Thursday, January 4th, 2024. For some reason, I have a hard time just getting the date out right the first time. Whatever. Uh, so the view today, poor Whoopi missed the point of that whole first hot topic altogether. I mean, not really. I think for her, the point was stop saying stupid shit about me. Not me, but herself. Um, and and all sorts of things get said about celebrities all the time, and and they endorse products that they don't endorse, and they've been to this place, and there's a fight between so and so, and I noticed they never addressed the rumors that no one liked Meghan McCain. um, but you know she she's going on about satire sites and places that are just sort of stirring up trouble for fun about celebrities, and most of those satire sites actually do somewhere on them say that it's satire. It's just the electorate is and the populace is just too stupid to realize it, and they share things without understanding that it's satirical. Joy was making the point, which is much more dangerous, that what are considered legitimate news sources just blatantly lie. They're just telling you things that are incorrect, and sort of ginning up anger about things that don't exist. And I mean, it feeds right into the second topic about all this furor around Green Day and their Times Square performance. It's all part of the same machine, right? It's all designed, all that misinformation and manipulation from news outlets, mostly entertainment outlets that are disguising themselves as news, which is what Fox News has or argued in court that they are, an entertainment source. So I just don't. You're never going to reach these people because they're so far down that rabbit hole, and so they feed into that whole bullshit about musicians shouldn't make their political stances known, blah blah blah. And Joy makes an excellent point that music, since the beginning of time, has had some sort of political bend to it. I love that Sarah brought up strange fruit. I mean, this is not a new concept that people use their music and their art to advance a social or political agenda, or ideology, or idea. It's just so disingenuous, specifically from the right, when they'll rally around Jason Aldean and that stupid "not in a small town" bullshit. They sure as hell rallied around Kid Rock when he said he didn't want to drink any more Bud Light, because they used a trans person as their spokesperson. If the spokesperson is supposed to be, it means that is representative of you as the consumer. Is everyone who eats Frosted Flakes an animated tiger? Like the 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 willingness and the to just deny that other people exist and that you might actually share something in common. I don't know if oh shit, I forgot her name now. Dylan, uh the trans woman who was on the Bud Light campaign for like a hot second before they um everybody freaked out. Dylan Mulvaney, is that her name? Anyway, uh is it so upsetting? I don't know if she actually drinks Bud Light or not, or I don't really care. But let's say she does. Is it so upsetting to you that you share something in common with a trans person, like uh, enjoying a Bud Light, that you have to then trash that thing that you've enjoyed for your entire adult life, because oh my god, it's in common with something that I want to find problem with. I just the the and then accuse everyone else of being a snowflake. Like you have some pride. Like just own the things that you like. It's fine. You can like it. Other people can like it too. But isn't that what they also want? They want everybody to like the things that they like. And so then if we do it, as as part of a population that they don't, um, want to agree with, or as a part of a population that they don't want to have full human rights that they do. So if you know if it were a black person that was a spokesperson for Bud Light, would that also be an uproar? I mean, they're openly racist now anyway. They don't seem to care about hiding that anymore. So, like, I, their hypocrisy is so deep that they want everyone to like what they like and do what they do, and then as soon as people do that from a group that they don't agree with, that they don't think should have the same rights and privileges that they do, then all of a sudden that thing that they love, that they wanted us to like, is terrible. I don't get it. Um, it's the whole thing just makes zero sense to me. And uh, if a musician's change of a lyric is going to make you become politically active, uh, I don't know how aware you've been up until that point, but if that's the thing that sparks you to actually get interested and maybe learn more, great. If it all it does is, sort of gin you up into a fervor, and never actually learn what any of it meant, but just be mad about something, then go fuck off. But if it actually gets you interested and involved, then all the better. You know, I don't know if Taylor Swift or Beyonce had any kind of voter registration things that were going on in there when they were on tour in the States this year. But if I wish they had, I hope they had. It would be very helpful and beneficial. Both of those women are so monumentally influential, and especially among their fan base, if they had voter registration and spoke about the importance of getting involved and understanding your democracy, and what it takes to actually go cast your vote in a meaningful way, specifically in this particular election cycle, I think that would go a long way. Um, I know there's the whole Dolly Parton model of let everybody love me and never really take a stance too hard. Although Dolly does take pretty hard stances, she somehow seems to just sort of get swept, uh, sort of, out of the political realm. But I mean, even all of the books that she gives away, that's in itself is a political act. But how can you be mad about giving books to children? Unless, of course, what if the book has two dads in it? But who knows? Um, but I don't. I would like to see the people who have the most influence over younger generations really um, try to help get them involved and brought into a little bit of activism and help them understand the trouble that we're in, because we need, and this is a both sides issue, we need to get politicians, career politicians, out of the business, and we need politicians who will stand up for the voters, and not their pockets, um, to get things like election reform passed, and voting rights passed, and gun legislation passed, and changing the campaign finance laws. Like all of the biggest problem is that there's so much money in vested into politicians that we as Americans don't really have a say anymore. It's the corporations and the lobbyists that rule um, our legislatures, and that's the biggest problem. And the politicians don't care if they're accountable to us or not, and that's the biggest problem. And how we fix that is beyond me. But you know, if anybody can do it, Taylor Swift and Beyonce can, right? Girls, who runs the world?